Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and I partner with Hunter and Gary Knapp to bring these training calls to the Australasian region and abroad. And we love doing it. It's something that enhances our life as well. And we know there's a lot of gratitude for this education. And we appreciate all our guest speakers, and especially Rachel, who's here with us today. Now, Rachel Davy, with her husband Michael, joined Manatech in 2018. Rachel trained as a registered nurse and midwife and has practiced for 27 years. Rachel has a heart for people and a desire to see them live life to the full and not be slowed down with chronic illness or a hospital visit. Finding Manatech with the high quality nutrient products, Rachel realized she could help nurse people at a cellular level as well to aid in the prevention of disease by giving the body tools it needs to heal itself. Bringing to life Hippocrates' quote, "Let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food," is very important to Rachel. Rachel shares the Manatech range of products and went on to receive the 2018 Rookie of the Year Award for Business Development. She spoke on the stage at conference in 2019 and in 2021 received the Mike Forrest Giving Spirit Award. She believes in the mission and purpose of Manatech and the business structure of network marketing and freely shares her knowledge and resources with the Manatech family of associates. Rachel will be educating us today on the incredible aspect of the giving spirit of Manatech in any way you participate and how it serves malnourished and at-risk children globally. So Rachel, God bless you for being here. I'm going to sit back and listen and learn from you as always.
Lovely. Well, I'm hoping to have a lot of interaction in the chat, Sharon. So if you could keep an eye on that as we go through. So thank you for letting me come onto this team, and thank you, Diana, Gary, and yourself, Sharon, for this incredible resource you give to us every week. So if it's okay, I'd like to share my screen with everybody.
I'll just jump off camera and I'll be here.
Thanks, Sharon. And yes, and this little document I am going to share with you is available if any of you see value in it going forward. So I'll just make sure I tick all the right buttons. So, lovely. Okay, I hope I can see what I need to see. All right. So Purchasing with Purpose is the name of my talk today. And I can zoom this in. I'll let you just see it all, first of all, as a full slide, and then I'll zoom in so everyone can see what I've actually written there. And what's going on here is that I want us to raise our awareness on how we spend our money. And you know what? We actually do purchase every day with purpose. So I've just got some headings here: fundraising awareness, marketplace investments, legacy income, your family, your values, your cause, and a photo there of a beautiful family. And I don't know if anyone can recognize that family straight away, but I'm just going to zoom in now. And this is where, if you've got an opportunity to write something that pops into your head into the chat, I'm sure some of us, and if you agree with some things I've said, let us know. So I've looked at how we spend our money, and there's many ways that we have our money and what we do with it. And so purchasing with purpose, as I said, we do purchase with purpose every day, but this presentation I want to raise just your intentionality and your mindfulness around that concept even more. Now, who's ever been part of a fundraising event? You know, we spend our money there. Who's had a sausage sizzle at the Bunnings store? Who's bought the school chocolates from children, or you've had a box come home, and sometimes I think the family eat more of the chocolates than they actually go and sell and have to put all the money in the box before they return the box. You know, I think there's people have been doing that. I've just got a few fundraising things that we actually pay a lot more for that Bunnings sausage sizzle than actually what the loaf, the slice of bread and the sausage actually costs. So we actually When we do that, it might be supporting a local soccer team or whoever's got the Bunnings sausage sizzle store that weekend. You know, we've all gone and probably bought Lemingtons or cupcakes, and they're more price so that there's a profit going back to whatever cause is actually wanting to raise money. Some of us have probably bought legacy pins to wear and pens and things like that. So fundraising is, we do spend our money. If a child came to our door, we don't give it much thought. We buy that chocolate, you know, to help them with whatever they're raising the money for. Another thing that we spend our money on is awareness. And, you know, I've just got a couple of um, ideas here. The biggest morning tea, if you know what that one's about, that's the Cancer Council one. Who's ever gone to work and there's everyone brings something, or someone's put on a nice morning tea, and you pop your money in the little box there, and you're raising money around the awareness of cancer, breast cancer. You know, we've all probably purchased something pink in our time, be it a pen, and I actually have a pink Scrabble set because it was the Cancer Council branded one to raise money for that very important cause and research into breast cancer. Other awareness things which you don't actually buy too much for, but it's raising awareness about important issues, is Movember. And my husband's done this a number of times when he was a fireman too, that they'd all grow a moustache for Movember, you know, just raising awareness around those issues there. And we've all seen the Are You OK Day, the Are You OK campaign. And that's important to be asking each other, just not one day a year, but many days a year. Are you okay? You know, so we actually have a lot of awareness, things that we get involved with, and we're mindful if we go to a biggest morning tea event. We go there and we purchase with purpose there, that we actually give money to those causes. The other thing that we do when we purchase with purpose is that the marketplace, you know, Woolworths, Coles, you know, where do you shop? Small businesses, farmers markets, health food shops. And, you know, there's different reasons why we actually shop where we do. And, you know, at the moment, your awareness around that is, you know, you might just shop at Woolworths because you're in a small town and that's the only supermarket. You might shop at Coles because you know the parking's really good and you can always get a park. You might shop at your small business because you actually like you like to support family businesses in your area and you choose to shop there. Farmers markets, you might choose that you want fresh food and organic, you know, from the paddock to the plate, as close as you can close that gap where you buy your food from. And health food shops, you know, you go in there, it's a beautiful place. We've got a lovely one in our town, and, you know, we buy our toothpaste and things from there. But sometimes people actually purchase with purpose also, like Woolworths or Coles, because you get award points, reward points. And so that might be something you're working on so that you actually get some cash back at the end of the month to go towards those groceries. And with them going up steadily at the moment, it's possibly a good idea. So when we spend money on our food uh, at Woolworths, Coles, or small businesses, we actually at the moment make decisions about the easiest car park, the greatest reward points, the fresh food that you want. We do make at a conscious level every day where we purchase from the marketplace for our food and things. The next thing that we do with our money, and we can purchase with purpose, is investments. And this is not the everyday thing. Some people give a lot of thought into this area when they purchase, but some people might have used their money to make investments. So they might have a savings account in which there's substantial money there that they receive interest every month. They might have a rental property where they've purchased a second property and they've actually been able to incur a rental, some rent back every month from their tenants. as well. So they've actually invested their money and used their money to buy that extra property. Stocks and bonds, the stock exchange, and cryptocurrencies. They're all things that are coming, well, especially the cryptocurrencies new, but these ways that we take our money and we purchase with purpose and do with things with our money with purpose is that you can make these investments in savings, rentals, stocks, bonds, shares, cryptocurrencies, and things like that. So we do things with purpose with our money. The other thing that we can do with our money is actually establish legacy income. And so some people might be involved in trust funds. They might have a family trust that's been running for generations. There's royalties that come as a form of legacy income, and that you might have written a song or a book or something like that, that the royalties will continue to come as sales are made. There's different residual incomes and leverage incomes, which we can touch on, especially here in Manatech as well. So people look at their money and they are purchasing with purpose, or there's been purpose laid down in the family generations that go before us, that we can be part of the legacy incomes. And so when you actually spend your money and purchase with purpose every day, and just to be mindful of, if you go out today, what are you spending your money on and why are you there? The decision that you're there, you made. So you are purchasing with purpose. That you actually looking at spending where you choose because it's your family, your values, and your causes, and you want to make things simple and easy for your family and making those purchases. So I don't know if anyone recognises this family here. Is there anyone in the chat? Can anyone? Oh, this gentleman here is probably the most familiar, and then this gentleman beside him there. Does anybody recognise those gentlemen? I can't quite see the chat, so if someone can. So there's a chat going there. Yes, there we go. The Robbins, Ray Robbins. Thank you, thank you. Yes. And I found this photo when you stalk enough on Facebook, and this is Ray Robbins' family. And there's three generations, I imagine, represented there. You know, that's Ray and his son. We know those two gentlemen. And these are obviously grandchildren, I'm assuming. But they're on a lovely skiing trip. But I've just written a quote here that legacy income can provide financial stability for individuals or families who may benefit from the foresight and generosity of those who came before them. And I think we know when we hear from Ray Robbins and Kevin Robbins that there is some foresight into the way they're establishing their families. And so I'm just going to zoom back out again and just let you see that we do actually purchase with purpose, how you spend your money in all these different areas. And I want to show you now the exact same areas, but with an amazing company called Manatech. So I'll just scroll through. So purchase with purpose with Manatech. And so how can we look at Manatech and make sure that we can raise our purpose and make purchases with Manatech? So I'll just zoom back in. So we've got fundraising, awareness, marketplace, investments, legacy income, and your family. So I'll zoom back in again. And I've got some photos at the bottom there of people who are purchasing with purpose with Manatech. So fundraising, what does Manatech have for us? Manatech has a wristband and the candle that we have, which is while stocks last here in Australia, Australasia. So Manatech participates in fundraising opportunities. And I think this is a beautiful products here, and it's quite a masculine band as well to give to cousins and nephews, and your husband to wear one, and yourself for that matter. But we have our beautiful candle there as well. So we do have an aspect where you can fundraise for the M5M through Manatech, and the candle 10% goes to the M5M mission, and there's a gift of money that's given every time one of the bands are purchased. So, oh, excuse me, the candle is The candle is $30 and the wristband is 10. So, purchasing with purpose are great ideas to give as gifts and to have for yourself. The awareness, Manatech has the amazing M5M mission, which is combating childhood malnutrition. So I'll be talking about that shortly. We'll go through some things with that. And that's amazing that we have our own awareness, that we're trying to partner 5 million consumers with 5 million children around the world to combat childhood malnutrition. In the marketplace, when we make purchases, um, we do actually have our own personal supplement store. So for those of us who are actually Manatech associates, there's no point going and buying your omega oils or your a multivitamin down at the local health food shop when you've got your own store. Buy from yourself. So Manatech has in the marketplace some beautiful products for ourselves and for others to purchase. Manatech, as far as investments goes, has network investing and a uni-level income opportunity where the compensation of being a Manatech associate is uncapped. And I say that at this stage because Ray Robbins himself is not yet a Crown Presidential. And so that means no one has realised the full capacity of our compensation plan yet. And so that's very exciting that you can invest your time and therefore have residual income coming from Manatech as a Manatech associate. And the legacy income that Manatech offers is that there's an opportunity for generational income in that in your last will and testament or any time during your time having a Manatech account, you can transfer your account. But in your last will and testament, you can leave your business to somebody in your will as well. So the commissions checks that you get this month can be received next month to another family member or to whom you wish to leave that account. So how amazing is that? So that all your blood, sweat and tears that you put into this, and that's not really blood, sweat and tears, all the joy of changing people's lives and giving them health and wealth solutions and being compensated for that can be handed on to generations to come. And here, your family, your values, your causes can all be found in Manatech when you purchase with purpose. So I encourage you to look at these areas here and actually, when you need to buy a gift, purchase the candle or the wristband, raise awareness, share about M5M. When you need to purchase anything, even your coffee, purchase it from Manatech. If you're interested in looking at your investment opportunities or building your investment portfolio, have a talk to somebody who's invited you to this call and talk about the Manatech compensation table and see how you can be compensated with a legacy and leverage income opportunity. And just know that everything you do will be built into generations to come. So start building all for your family, your values and your causes. And I found these photos on the internet. So I'm just zooming a little bit more. I'm sure some people recognize people here. These people here have all decided to be with Manatech for any of these causes. So, if you're not already a Manatech associate, you're watching this call, you can be a part of this too, that you actually have, that when you make purchases, that you actually are supporting your values and your causes that you want to support. So be intentional with your spending. I now vote for my family, my values, and my causes with my dollars. I'm going to say that again. By being intentional with your spending, you now can vote for your family, your values, and your causes with your dollars. And as I said earlier, that we are intentional with our money, but by raising that intentionality and supporting Manatech at every level, then you can actually have those values and your causes and your family supported more. Now, I mentioned earlier about the M5M. And so what I have here is that we're going to when we purchase with purpose, after watching this next slide, we are family is really going to come home. I so thoroughly enjoyed putting this slide together. And so what it is I've got here that we have our fundraising candles to raise extra money when we buy these products for the M5M, the awareness of the M5M, the marketplace of Manatech products and the selling of those products and what they do to assist the M5M, the product of Phyto Blend, which is the product that the M5M provide to malnourished children, Kids Around the World logo there, and that our Phyto Blend goes with the 1 meal food packet. I've got all these little videos attached here, and we're just going to take some time now. If you've got a cup of tea, pick it up, sit back in your chair, and I just want to take you through the power of the M5M, the mission 5 million, as they visited Ecuador a couple of years ago. And let's enjoy this, understand what difference we are making, and just know that the M5M is making waves into coming into Australia. I'd love to know an update on where that's all up to, and I would love to be involved in a big way as well. It's just so powerful of the children that we are helping. So just sit back and let's just enjoy a little bit about the M5M.
When you purchase a product with Manatech, you're buying for more than the health of your family. You're buying for the health of malnourished children. That's what sets Manatech apart. Most nonprofits rely on donations, which can be inconsistent. By establishing the Mission 5 Million Foundation, we've created a model that's reliant on purchasing, not donating. Every product purchased with Manatech automatically donates money to M5M, so children in need can receive the nutrients their bodies crave. Working with Manatech, M5M provides Phyto Blend powder, a naturally sourced supplement that can be mixed with children's food to supply important vitamins and minerals. When you purchase $100 in Manatech products, it's enough to give one child a month's supply of Phyto Blend. So by seeking better health for yourself, you're giving them a better life. That's the M5M movement. All you have to do is buy products. It's that simple. The more people you get to participate in this amazing cause, the more Phyto Blend reaches the children who need it most. Over 150 million children in developing countries suffer from malnutrition. Many people don't realize that malnutrition is not the same thing as hunger. Although relief food can feed hungry kids, it doesn't always supply crucial vitamins and minerals needed for healthy development. Many of us take nutrition for granted, but these children don't even have access to the vitamins we find in everyday meals. This leads to a cycle of malnutrition that can span over generations and cripple entire countries. Because of the M5M Foundation, you can fuel change. All it takes is one product purchase. Buy Manatech today and help change a child's life.
Nourishing hope.
It's one of the villages where we have Generation Hope, and we currently have 130 kids that are in the program here that are getting our 1 meal food with the Phyto Blend inside those packets. 130 kids are getting 2 bags a week, so about 60,000 meals annually help to feed the kids here that are in this community.
We are here distributing 1 meal meals. 2 of these packages actually feeds a child for a week. And they're a part of the nourishment of this community and overall the health of this community.
Está habiendo un mejor comportamiento dentro de las casas y eso es importante, ayudar a los padres a servir de una manera correcta a los hijos para que puedan crecer en cuerpo, alma y espíritu.
La comida es muy buena, nosotros la preparamos y la compartimos en familia. Y ahora que mi tía la hace, la prepara y las comemos, o sea, sabemos un poquito más. O sea, el conocimiento nos da un poquito más con la vitamina y la comida.
The effects of balanced nutrition go so far beyond what one might expect. There's just been amazing results, and we often keep hearing the same things. We hear things like, my child's sleeping better. We hear it over and over again, my child has more appetite. They're hungrier, they're eating more, they're gaining weight. This, of course, directly affects their emotional well-being. It changes your whole outlook day to day. And all of that then begins to impact all of the other areas of their lives.
Para nosotros, en que hemos visto cómo los niños han mejorado en su estilo de vida.
Sí, porque nosotros somos bendecidos a ver a los niños que están mejorando,
sí,
que están creciendo mejor. Entonces las mamitas se sienten muy agradecidas también porque han visto a los niños que están mejorando.
That's the kind of change that even something as simple as some vitamins and minerals can bring. And that's incredible. And we're so excited to continue taking this product to the next community, wherever we can go.
Nourishing families.
Our real desire is to begin to empower families. When we want to make a transformation in the lives of children, it's so important that we actually begin to engage the home and empower the parents. And we're doing that through our feeding program, where we're able to provide parents the vitamins, minerals, and key nutrients that children need for growth, for health. There's about 110 children in this community that are currently enrolled in our program. Basically 99% of all the kids get weekly portions. Their moms are able to go and then take and cook in their homes.
We just got done visiting the home of Carmen and her daughters, and it was an awesome experience. I have my daughter here, Olivia Frederick. Hi. And so we've been experiencing this whole trip together, and it's been awesome. Met with the family and actually got to see the family prepare the one meal for us. And so we got to sit around the table and we just talked about what the vitamins have meant to them, what the one meal program has meant for them, and they said that they have seen that their kids are stronger and they are all very healthy, and they've been doing the one meal program for a while now.
Their faces are glowing.
Their faces really were glowing. They really were. We were just seeing hope. We were seeing the program really working.
The humility and the generosity, the hospitality of these people was just heartwarming. It was touching because of the little they have, they're willing to share it. And that really was powerful to see that we're affecting more than the children. It brings the family together, and I think eventually the community together.
Just got to witness something for the first time at Kids Around the World in about 12, 13 years since we've been doing this feeding program, where we were actually in homes of some of the kids that are in our feeding program, and at the same time got to WhatsApp video live with a church in San Diego where 500 kids were packing meals for Ecuador at the exact same time that we were actually in a community feeding people. And it was just a really touching moment, and excited we got to be a part of it here today.
It was a pretty powerful experience, just how much joy and how appreciative they were. It was awesome. It was awesome. And it was really, really neat for me to be able to share the experience with you.
That encourages us to know that Mission 5 Million is possible. You know, with the right people, with the right partners, and Kids Around the World are really fantastic partners because they really provide us the platform to be able to reach people in places like this.
It's much more than just coming and giving something. It's using that gift to then begin to speak a message and to begin to impart value into the lives of parents toward their children. things that begin to transform communities and homes. So we really appreciate your support and you coming alongside to make a difference in places like this. Thanks.
Nourishing joy.
If you give a place for the children to play, then that is where families can actually come and enjoy each other and build community.
As you can tell, we're in the process of building a playground for the kids. In communities like this, there's not a lot of spaces where kids can just be kids, where kids can play, where they can laugh. So this gives them an opportunity just to be a kid and to have fun and to play and smile.
This community, you can tell, is very tight-knit. They really already get the spirit of working together. We have an opportunity to serve this incredible community and these families and these children. And you can just see it on their faces, how happy they are that we're here helping them. And you know what? This is just the beginning.
One of the things that's really cool about working with the government is, so they're bringing in these light poles and installing them here at this park, which is like something that wouldn't be within our access or ability. But because we have this agreement with them, they come in and they add to the value. Well, what it's going to provide here is just more safety. Light means more playtime. That means this child-friendly space can be accessible at hours, even on like the weekends when people could be here. So it just increases the amount of time people are going to have here at the playground.
For them, they're very, very excited. Never had a park in their life. It's going to be the first park in their life. So I'm very, very grateful with this trip. And not just for what we're doing for them, but what it's doing to us. Learning again, value, what we take for granted.
Es una buena idea que han tenido hacer este parque aquí porque nunca lo hemos tenido. Aquí ya todos, como están viendo, ya todos estamos jugando. Estamos muy felices con este parque, muy orgullosos.
It's crazy for me to think that this is the first playground in this community. To see the kids playing and going down the slides and all the laughter and joy. It's great to know that we were a part of making that happen.
It's just amazing to just see it's like a permanent grin from ear to ear. And again, you see the light in their eyes and it's just like, wow, this is for us.
Al ver que primera vez llega algo bonito aquí a este sitio, es muy bonito al ver la sonrisa de ellos.
Just a few days ago, this was an empty lot. The children didn't have a place to play, didn't have a place to come together and enjoy what you can see behind us. This makes it worth everything that we do. It fulfills you as a human being and know that what you do makes a difference. You get to see it in the smiles, you get to see it in the joy, the laughter that's behind us, and you can't just but not feel like you are doing something that matters. Folks, it's about doing something that matters. This matters.
Nourish the body, nourish the soul.
Mi nombre es Fabián Buenaventura. Tengo, gracias a Dios, 21 años casados con mi esposa.
Y comenzamos con el sueño, pensamos que es el sueño de Dios, comenzar una iglesia aquí, en la cual pudiera extenderse a más lugares.
Fabian and his crew were over in the neighboring community for about 4 years reaching out to children. Once the food program came in, they connected with families and parents on another level. That's a direct impact of the resources helping him connect better with people. The youth group just loaded up this truck with one meal. It's going to make about a 10-minute journey down the road to the next village. And in San Pedro, there's a Hope Zone with about 170 kids. They're going to be gathering, hearing Bible stories, working together, as well as connecting with the moms and distributing the food.
Para nosotros ha sido de mucha bendición tener, nos ha abierto mucho más las puertas, porque nosotros al principio teníamos un grupo de 60 a 50 niños, pero ahora con esto los padres han visto que se ha abierto, que no solo hablamos, sino actuamos, ¿sí? Que no solamente predicamos un evangelio, sino más bien mostramos la otra parte, que es ayudar con el alimento diario.
Because they have the incredible story program here, and they put it in such a simple form, and then they also bring sustenance and nutrition and meals to the children as well, and they're able to reach these families in many different ways. And we are just so happy and humbled to be a part of it, because this is something incredible.
As we stood there on that basketball court with hundreds of children, watching how this food that we always thought was just about nourishing children, nourishing their bodies, was really more of a spiritual feeding as well.
It's all about a relationship. It's all about connecting with the families, with the children, with the people.
Ellos me consideran como un familiar, siéndolo yo, no soy nada con ellos. Esto es lo que Dios puede hacer y mucho más. Luego le ponemos pasión.
We are bringing food, we're bringing discipleship, and we're bringing play to these communities to show kids that some people in the States love them, care about them, and are looking forward to coming alongside and partnering with them and helping us to advance the education and the children of the communities.
Ya no tenemos 20 años, ya el pelito se está poniendo gris, por eso es que no podemos hacerlo solo. Somos un equipo. Uno son las manos, uno son los pies, uno son la boca. De todos los necesita el Señor para servir.
These children they're the future of Ecuador, they're the future of the world. You and I are all doing our little part in making this work. So you truly can impact your life and impact the world at the same time. We are making a difference. You are making a difference.
Nourishing Ecuador.
So for me, the last 3 days were really impactful. I don't think anything prepared me for what has happened in the last 3 days. You know, it all started out right here in San Silvestre when we got an opportunity to actually build a playground. Never done that in my life. Very interesting to see how a team could come together and put something together that eventually could create so much joy and build so much community. You know, one of the things that was really unexpected is how much it nourished my soul just as much, and if probably even more, than the soul of those children and the parents and that community.
After 25 years of doing this work, I'm always amazed at how the people who come to just give, how they end up being even more blessed than the people they're giving to. It just amazes me. And something changes in you. It's not just transformative for the child, it's transformative for the one who blesses the child, holds the child, loves the child. I actually think there's something very real behind that statement.
It's a really pretty powerful experience for us, and we are just, our hearts are touched by the impact that we're able to have, we're actually able to change lives, because we're not just providing nutrition once, but we're providing it consistently. And what's great is with our partnership with kids around the world, we know that this is just the beginning, because it's partnerships like this and it's creating situations like this that can become so much more. We can reach into communities all over the world. There's so much good yet to be done.
So, wow. And you know what? We are all a part of that. And the purchases that we make from Manatech allows them to be on the front line and do that for us. So I don't know if any of you have been moved to tears with any of those videos, but I've got them all here for you embedded in these links. You just need to click these when you download this form, and you can watch all those movies again and share them with other people as well. But these are the little souls that we are helping. And so what I want to do is just bring to you what we can do and be more purposeful in our purchasing and sharing of Manatech, so that we can have more people on the front line like that, because we are purchasing the products. Because remember, this is not a charity that's relying on donations. It's funded when we make purchases, and it's guaranteed. So if we make our own personal purchases and then we invite other individuals to make their purchases with purpose, and purchase Manatech products, then look what we can do on a global level. And there's just so much in there, but I think that, the Manatech team there, they got a lot out of that, more than probably the children did. So what I want to show you here is I want to give you some ideas as we go into the Christmas season, the gift giving season. People purchase, people spend money. But as we've raised our mindfulness about how we spend our money, then this little sheet here, which will be attached, is New Year's resolution Christmas present solution. Now, I know that Manatech's made up of probably about 80% of women. So if you've got a New Year's resolution in mind, I suggest you buy your own solution from Manatech, wrap it up and put it under the tree for yourself so that you buy your own present, so you get the present that you want for Christmas, because it's going to support your New Year's resolution. And so also make sure that you share this with other women and people so that they can purchase from us their New Year's resolution product as their Christmas present. So Christmas present solution, New Year's resolution. So one of the most common is that people want to exercise more as their New Year's resolution. And so obviously wrap up a box of Impact and put it there for them so that they can be supported when they do their resolution of exercising more. Some people have New Year's resolutions in that they want to lose some weight. Well, we have solution A, we have the True Health Bundle, but we also have the Osaline product as well. So both of those could be wrapped up, put up under the tree. Some people just want to eat healthier in the new year. So we could actually offer them some Nutriveris or the Core 5 range that they can nourish their bodies. The other thing is that one of the common one is New Year's resolution is people want to save more and spend less. And I would be saying to that New Year's resolution, would an extra $200 to $500 or more a month help? And in this day and age, and this time, yes, it would. And then we can share the Manatech business opportunity with them. And of course, the candle and the armband are presents all year round for birthdays, for anything that you need, anniversaries, or just to bless a teacher or a friend. We've got our beautiful candle and wristband. So I have a challenge for you all. And then what that is, if you can see that, is that I want you to be intentional in your Christmas shopping this year. Really think more on how you spend and how you can help and support those beautiful children that we've just seen, because you are a supply line to the front line through your purchases with Manatech, where you are nourishing yourself and nourishing a child around the world. And I don't think you can see that last little bit on the slide there, but it's now my family, my values, and my causes. And I say thank you to Manatech. So I hope you have enjoyed this amazing presentation. I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll touch base back with you, Sharon.
Really awesome. There's so much. I'll send you the chat after, Rachel. There's a lot of gratitude, a lot of chatter in there. So I know it's harder to watch when you're presenting, but thank you very much for all that time and care and intentional presentation that you gave us. Thank you.
Not a worry. Thank you.
So everybody have a great weekend. And if anybody has any speaker that you'd like to hear before the end of the year, let me know. And I'll be on to it again over the weekend, try and confirm Johanna, and then we'll book everybody else in. So thank you, Rachel. God bless you. And thank you to each and every one of you who are here today or listening down the track. And we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.